Lady A, JJ Hayes, New Country 101.3 KFDI 810 Tuesday morning, and in studio my friend Logan Mize. Hello, Logan.
Hey, how are you?
Really good. I appreciate you coming down here to talk about your new project. We're going to get to that here in just a second. But family, how's everyone doing? The kids?
Everyone's great.
Yeah,
Kids are great. Jill's great, my wife, and yeah, can't complain.
growing up way too fast, right?
Oh man, it happens quick.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to get to. I have a question about Violet's summer and how she's spending it here in just a second. But before we get into all of that, let's go back to your Opry debut a couple years ago. First of all, the kids breaking the news to you was really sweet.
Oh, that was fun.
Right.
Yeah.
But what was it like stepping in the circle for the first time?
It was pretty surreal, you know,
Right.
because you hear about it the whole time. You know, the whole time growing up, you hear about the Grand Ole Opry,
Mm-hmm.
and it took me 16 years to get to the circle after moving to Nashville. So, you know, I moved to Nashville in 2006.
Right.
So it was just kind of like, man, I didn't think this would ever happen, and I've been back another time since. But yeah, really cool.
Yeah, very good. Real happy for you, and your sense of humor in that video of your Opry debut was pretty funny. See you in another 16 years. If you haven't seen it, go look it up on YouTube. It's good stuff. Another big day in your career coming up this Friday. Tell me about the new album.
Yeah, brand new album. It's called Her Heartland. And a lot of the songs have come out individually already, but it's just kind of scattered. It's not very put together. It's hard to find them all.
Sure.
And there's some new stuff too coming out. But yeah, the full album is officially out this Friday. And then there's another one we're already working on. So
That's good.
Got a lot of stuff going.
Yeah, you do have a lot of music. I love your videos because your videos are very, very Kansas for a very good reason. 'Cause you're born and bred, right? You're from around here. So, and I love watching your videos and the dirt roads and the cornfields and all that. And Her Heartland, who's the her? Should I assume it's your wife?
Yeah, you know, honestly, that song started as a baritone riff, and
okay.
it was just a cool vibe. And I sat there with like a sketch pad, and I just kind of wrote stream of consciousness.
Okay.
And you know, wrote the lyrics probably in about 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
Okay.
So there was a really fast write. But yeah, I guess it's probably her. I would assume
Okay.
it's Jill.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know any other one.
Jill, if you're listening, it's about you. You know, and actually that leads right into my next question. It's like you're reading my mind. Fastest, and I realize the creative process is different every time, but the fastest you have written and recorded a song.
There's a song called Used Up from 2013, and that one literally just wrote it as I played it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but that's not always the case. There's some songs I work on for 2 years.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
But that was the fastest one, and then just took my road band into the studio probably the next week, and then just knocked it out.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I growing up, I was a huge fan of Prince, and I remember the soundtrack he did for Batman. Wrote it on the plane. All songs, just I mean, guy was kind of a genius. So, the American Dream Tour, that's keeping you busy. Ever been to Canada?
Yeah, we played Western Canada quite a bit.
Okay, all right.
I've not been to the eastern part at all.
Okay.
I would love to get over there. But yeah, Vancouver, Kelowna,
Nice.
all that stuff in BC. And
Prince Edward Island on the East Coast is really, really beautiful if you ever get a chance to go out there.
yeah, I would love to. That's one area that is like Southeast Canada. I've never, for whatever reason, played. So.
And you'll be back September. A lot of dates in Kansas. People can go to your website to find out more about your touring schedule and things like that.
Yeah, and we're announcing a big Wichita show. I'm supposed to not say anything about till August 4th.
Okay.
I think is when they're announcing the show's in October.
Okay.
It's the first time I've ever played this venue. Actually, it's their debut
Okay.
concert, so it's going to be a fun one.
And that's all you can tell me?
Yeah, they wanted to wait till
Okay.
August.
All right.
But it will be the biggest Wichita show I've played to date. So,
I'm excited for you. I'm
It'll be
excited
fun,
for you. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. So,
Okay.
you and Jill working on stuff together. You have your the Mize's project. Here's the thing, you know, you hear about working with your spouse and the pitfalls of that. In the creative process, have there been any really passionate, we'll call them passionate disagreements, or has it been kind of effortless, the two of you working together?
Honestly, when we were writing together, we all that kind of goes away. If anything personal gets in the middle of it, whether, you know, kids or, you know, household chore, any of that stuff, it's like, oh, okay, I got to go do this. But when we were writing, we actually get along really well.
Good.
We get along pretty well for the most part. Obviously, we have our normal marital
Sure,
which is what a lot of the songs are about.
Sure.
But no, she's a really good writer, and the reason we write so well together is Jill always has the title, and she has a concept for the song.
Okay.
And then I always have a melody and usually the chord structure and everything pretty quick.
Nice.
And so it just kind of effortlessly happens.
That's really great. All right. Well,
Yeah.
speaking of chores, we're going to take a break here, come back for the second half of this discussion, talk about this recent video you posted over on TikTok that wore me out just watching it. So we're going to talk about that, your gold records. I got a couple other questions for you, too. We'll talk, remind everyone about the album. It is Her Heartland coming out on Friday.
It's Friday.
Logan Mize, stick around. We'll chat after the break. Morgan Wallen, Ernest, Cowgirls, New Country, 101.3 KFDI. Morgan just announced that homecoming tour stop in Knoxville. That's coming up. Tickets for that go on sale tomorrow, I believe. Logan Mize, even though you wouldn't tell me where it's going to be, that big concert, welcome back. I want to talk about your album, which again comes out on Friday, called Her Heartland. Get it wherever we can get music, I'm assuming?
Yeah, anywhere you get music.
Nice, looking forward to that. Welcome to Prairieville. Let's talk about that album for a second. God, that was so good. And I think I've mentioned that to you on social media a couple times. Everyone's going to have their favorite songs. It starts with George Strait songs, but mine was what is it? Church. Let's see, Wine at Church, Beer at the Bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was so good. And then I Miss Mike. No,
Oh,
I need Mike. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
What a great story song that is.
Man, that record was so fun to make, and it kind of got lost because there was a record called Still That Kid that came out the same year.
Right.
And then there was a song on there, Grew Apart, which kind of eclipsed everything we did. And then Welcome to Prairieville just kind of got lost in the shuffle. And there's still some songs that do okay, but it went kind of largely unnoticed.
Do me a favor, go back and listen to.
Thank you.
Go back and listen to Welcome to Prairieville. It is good from start to finish. Speaking of Grew Apart, gold record. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Second one. They're tough to get.
Yeah.
And so I'm thankful for everybody out there that listens and streams my music because it's tough these days. And so to have 2 gold records now is crazy.
I'm proud of you. That's really special. Do you get a sense of either motivation or validation? What do you think you get more from that?
It's validation a little bit because I'm an independent guy. So
sure.
You're not in the mainstream. You're kind of on the fringe, and when you still hit some of those milestones that even a major label artist would celebrate, it's
sure.
like you feel like, okay, I'm on the right track.
Yeah.
And just keep going.
You went to Nashville first, and then after some time there, you came back to Kansas. What would you say your biggest lesson you took away from Nashville was?
Oh man, there's so many. I grew up in Nashville.
Right.
I met my wife there. My kids were born in Nashville. I learned how to, I was just a kid when I moved there. I was 21 years old.
Sure.
Pretty immature and just unrealistic expectations of myself and people around me. So I failed a lot over and over and over for years, and I was there 13 years. And by the time I left, I kind of figured out if there's something you want done, you got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
And you got to surround yourself with really good people because you get the wrong people in your camp. And, it's just, there's so many life lessons I learned. But that's the thing is like, if you want to do something, get out there and tackle it.
Okay, so let's now talk about that TikTok video I watched the other day. Wore me out from start to finish. You know which one I'm talking about. You know which one I'm talking about. I mean, you got up at the crack of dawn and it's go, 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 go. First of all, what is a 130-degree sauna? What is that all about?
Oh, so there's actually a company here in town called Hotworks.
Okay.
And you get a sauna you can share it with somebody, but I go in there and I get on these assault bikes and it's 130 degrees in there and I do a workout on there. But you can just get the workout goes faster and you can get a really good sweat going. So it's
okay. I'll take your word for it. It sounds awful.
It's not fun.
Do you do ice baths?
Yeah, I got real big into Wim Hof like 3 or 4 years ago, and I've kind of try to get in the cold water every day.
I was talking about that this morning. My wife thinks I should do it. I'm like, you show me someone in an ice bath who's smiling, then maybe I'll get on board.
No, it's terrible.
Oh yeah,
there's nothing fun about it, but gosh, right afterwards, it's something happens to your brain and it becomes addicting.
Okay, so Violet's in summer camp, like drama camp. What's the play she's doing?
They're doing actually Elf.
Oh, okay, fun.
Yeah, so she's Michael, which is but Michaela, they changed it to Michaela.
Sure.
So she's
the stepbrother.
The stepbrother.
Buddy. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, what a fun role. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. The national anthem. Everyone's talking about Ingrid Andress.
Oh boy.
Okay. No, I'm not going to ask your opinion. It's a hard song to sing. I'm issuing the challenge #Anthem challenge over on TikTok. Rather than complain about it, I want people to do their version, see if they can do it better. I sang it. I'm assuming you've sung the anthem from time to time.
No,
really?
I know my role. I stay in my lane. And it's not because I'm just not. It's not my thing.
Okay.
Okay. I'm a stylist. I wouldn't consider myself like an amazing singer. I don't even know if I've ever attempted to just sit at home and blow through it myself. But there's a lot of theories of what could have happened, and it might not be her fault. And
sure.
And you know, one of them is she could have pre-recorded it, and she might have had ears in, and then she might have just went up there and started singing whatever, because she couldn't hear her own voice.
Sure.
And they didn't play the pre-recorded track, and they were playing her actually.
It was tough.
Turn the mic on. There's so many different things that could have happened. So before everybody gets on the internet and trash.
Oh yeah, the internet's been savage for sure.
I can't see, because she's actually a good singer, and so I can't see it going as bad as it did. I don't know.
I'm assuming you've been asked. I'm assuming some people have asked you to sing the anthem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so you are clearly very talented at what you do, and very handy around the house. I've seen you with the bush hog at midnight, things like that. What's one thing you're not good at?
Keeping track of time.
Okay.
You know, keeping track of my personal belongings.
Okay.
My brain, I don't know, just I try to deal with it the best I can. It's just I'm always got a couple things going at once. And
I worked with a guy here who always lost his wallet.
Yeah, that happened to me this month, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You have any hidden talents?
Hidden talents
that not many people know about?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. Something you're into right now that has nothing to do with your music?
Right now, that it has nothing to do with music. Well, I'm building a treehouse for my daughter.
Okay.
So I'm kind of trying to figure that out. And I'm piecing it together slowly, getting all my ducks in a row here before I start actually making the big drills in the tree.
Sure.
So,
okay. All right. What's at the top of your playlist right now that's spinning a lot while you're in your truck?
Right now is I love Ryan Adams, and he's put out a lot of really new. Not Brian. I love Brian Adams too.
Sure.
But Ryan Adams, the I guess alt country godfather. But yeah, he's put out a bunch of new music lately, so I've just been digging into a lot of that.
Nice. All right. So the album out Friday, Her Heartland. Go get it wherever you get music. Again, if you're listening, go back before that and binge Welcome to Prairieville. It's one of my favorite albums you've done here recently. I think it's fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Get that new album. And again, Kansas tour dates sometime in September. What's your website when people want to find out more?
Yeah, loganmize.com, and all the info is there. You can even book a show through loganmize.com.
Nice.
So we try to keep it all pretty user-friendly.
I love that. All right, Logan, great to see you. Pop in anytime. Best of luck on the new album, and we'll chat again soon.
Thanks, JJ. Appreciate it.